first thing we did was we were standing
We're going to
in
continue with
a very large cavern, and we met Mick the peddler. He was riding along in a giant metal scorpion, and he had a drow in his trunk. A couple of things about Mick. He sure likes his ale, almost as much as good old Aberdeen does. He dealt us a few discount items, which was good. Let's see. Oh, unbeknownst to the rest of the party, Kenshi did take the contract to kill Lady Droust in her bedroom. Boris was extremely happy. He got some bat jerky with a little bit of guano sauce. Nobody was really happy about that, but who knows?
Boris was.
We were warned. Yeah, Boris was definitely happy. We were warned by Mick about the trogs that were down below. So after Mick left, we went over to the chapel area, heard a little bit of chanting inside. We opened the door, and we immediately encountered Terrandars and a couple acolytes. We managed to bluff our way inside, and we actually got into a couple strategic locations, but of course we didn't act in time. She happened to notice the fact that Zerofan was a little bit too tall for his robes. So she actually got the jump on us and beat us to the punch, and first attacked Kade. Let's see.
That's why Kade left the game.
We were very triumphant.
He was tired of me attacking him first.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Sorry about that.
Tired of being the squishy.
Yeah.
It was a very triumphant battle that was triumphant for us. We found a statue at the back of the room. It was labeled Lord Calist Tynol. We searched out the quarters around the corner that turned out to be Terrandar's quarters. We started leaving the quarters because there was really nothing of interest in there. And as it turned out, who was that? Zerofan? That was extra curious? Yes.
That was me.
Zerofan decided to roll up the carpet and noticed that there was a trap door underneath. So we managed to find a chest with a little bit of extra money in it for us. That was always nice. There was a room up to the north of the rough cavern that turned out to be an abandoned crypt. And there was it 4 skeletons, I believe? And, of course, Lord Calist Tynol, who decided that we were stealing his riches that he didn't have, and decided to hit upon us.
Great recap.
Lord Calist, and we continued exploring. We actually found an alchemist who was held up inside the main area of the splinters, and he was creating potions for them. He was the one who created the antidotes inside the masks. We convinced him that he should continue his work because he was already paid out for the month, and he seemed very open to that. So we went ahead and let him do that, and then he also led us to a secret library that we didn't know about that was actually inside of Terrandar's privy. So of course we didn't find that because we had found many privies before, and we decided that well, that was good enough for us. So we spent the night there, taking an 8-hour rest. And after we were finished with the 8-hour rest, we went back to the alchemy lab. And of course, the alchemy lab was completely abandoned. That jerk Jarrus left with all of his stuff. So we went ahead and proceeded down to level 4. We were greeted by a trog named Slaarg, and he offered to serve as a guide after Kade said that we were there for the sacrifice. And Slaargh was making comments about the place that he was living called the Godhome, and that we were going to be making a sacrifice to the God Box.
Very nice
and that
recap.
Wraps up what happened last week.
I like that, Kenshi. That was a great recap. That was actually a really good one. I like that.
Thank you very much.
It was very in-depth.
All right, so
Good, but you forgot the mayonnaise, man. That was the best one.
Oh, yes.
the alchemy jug, jug of alchemy.
And they did create, was it 2 gallons of mayonnaise?
For the guano jerky.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't need 2 gallons of mayonnaise?
But that's how much it makes, so I'm gonna get it all.
Boris ate every bit of it. Alright, so you guys entered level 4, and like I had mentioned, we're going to kind of kind of want to rewind a little bit. Now, as you enter this chamber, there was some features that you guys already knew, but I kind of want to refresh your heads. Now, you can see that in this area here where you're at, there are these green glow stick types of devices that are illuminating like a very bright green light, and the floor has a lot of trash on it. The stench. I mean, you know that troglodytes, they stink anyway. All of the encounters that, especially Zearfin, and you've dealt with troglodytes in your past. Kenshi, you've had a couple shady dealings with a couple other troglodytes of the shadows, so you know these guys pretty much stink. But the devices in the wall, they're not throwing off a green fire or a green flame. It's like a glow stick, a really bright glow stick. And the ceilings and the walls, made of the hewn stone, definitely hand carved. Well, some of it looks natural, but a lot of it is also hand carved to get the nice even rooms. And the one thing about this room is all of the paintings and the murals that are basically colored in on the walls. These are beautiful murals. I mean, they're these depicting troglodytes holding spears and fighting dragons, and big tall pieces of something very tall, putting looks like some kind of aura around it. And you see this troglodyte in front of you. He introduced himself as Slaargh, and he wants to be your tour guide. And about Slaargh, he seems like he's a greeter to the area. He seems quite friendly, unlike what Mick the Peddler told you. This troglodyte actually is much different than how they were described. Now, he has offered to escort you, and also he asked you several questions. He asked you if you wish to make the sacrifice now. Are you here just to visit? Maybe take holy grub? If you have any questions, I will be sure to answer them to the best of my ability, because common is not my first tongue. Or do you want to offer maybe a gift to the God Box? But this is our home. We call it the Godhome.
Tell me more about these grubs.
The grubs are the grubs. They're good. It's things to eat. Things to eat. Also, the things to drink. The God gives them to us. They're so good and delicious. I can take you. Slaargh can take
Guys,
you.
You want to check out these grubs? Wink, wink.
What does wink wink mean?
Wink, wink was out of character.
I know.
Hey,
Yeah.
I notice our brooding sorcerer is not around. What happened to him?
The sorcerer is with you, but he just Scandroid has been. He's just so distraught. He's wanted to go back and kill Skizzards, and he just hasn't.
Alright, he's still with us at the moment?
Yeah, he's with you. He'll be following you in spirit.
Okay.
He will be, but he just says, "Oh, damn it, all the hell! I just don't care. You guys don't let me do anything."
Want to let him kill anyone?
Yeah. So he's sort of in like
can
a zombie-like type of trance, where he's just kind of, because as you guys were descending down the stairs to this level, he actually took quite a nasty fall and hit his head on a rock. So he actually just hasn't been himself.
Oh my god, I foresee an aneurysm.
Oh boy.
Well, when I was helping him pick him up, I went ahead and just slipped the horn that he had out of his belt there and tucked it into my belt.
No, you did.
Yes, I did.
We'll have to. We'll have to see if. Let's do a Kenshi. Let's do a thief. Let's do some kind of pickpocketing, and then we'll see if he noticed it. So Kenshi, we'll just kind of we'll just say you guys work together.
Oh, I have to say, Zero
and you
Fan
did a
is the
sleight
last
of
person
hand.
I suspect. So I would not be actively percepting Zero Fan. That'll be definitely passive.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check because I want to see if the horn was. I mean, because technically, we'll just say that Scandroid does. He just has the horn. In fact, you don't even need to do a sleight of hand. I'll just RP out Scandroid. You mentioned something to him about the horn, so he just takes the horn out and just kind of drops it on the ground. And he goes, "I don't care," and that's it. So now you have the horn in your possession now.
All right.
But yeah, he took a pretty nasty spill on the way down to the Godhome.
I'm gonna
You
go
here
ahead
for
and
tour?
take a couple of
Yes.
steps forward. and
Yes,
I'm
come
gonna check
forward.
out this,
Ask Slaargh any
this,
questions.
light here on the wall and see if it may be part of the Spire or something like that.
All right, give me an investigation check. This is a pretty high DC because it involves some type of extra. I'm gonna do a DC of 20 because it's like an extra planar type of power, interdimensional power that is actually powering these things.
Okay, there you go.
It's a nice, pretty green light. You think it's probably part of the Spire.
Alright.
Off to a great start already, guys.
Hey guys, I think this is part of the Spire. Maybe you should check it out.
Oh, well, we haven't left it yet, so probably.
So when everybody else starts doing the same skill check, I just put the
We're
DC
gonna go
up
ahead and
even
go
more.
with, Slaargh and
Because
Well,
one
does it
person
check out
says,
the
"Oh,
grub?
I want to do
Can
this
we
too."
look around in this room a little?
Sure. It's basically a 25 foot by 25 foot room. Lots of murals on the wall. You know, the Slaargh also.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask away.
And as you get,
Well,
kind of get closer to
Slaargh.
Slaargh, he reeks pretty bad.
Yes, and what may I call you, sir? Do you like the grubs too?
I believe I'm full right now. Thank you so much for the grub.
The
Could you
breeder
maybe-
behind you was asking about them.
The breeder,
The what?
the breeder, the female, the breeder.
I looked at Boris. Why did they call you a breeder?
Oh,
I get it now. Say
no,
out loud.
the other sex of your race. Yes, that's what we call our troglodytes, the breeders.
Oh, tell me more about these grubs then.
Oh, the grubs are very good. You will see. The God, gives us every day, gives us as much of these grubs as we want. Skra Tag is our God, and he is so gracious. We are his servants. We are the servants of Thog.
Thog, you say?
Thog.
Now, what do I know of? What do I know of Thog?
Thagh.
Have I heard of him?
You have never heard of Thog, and I mean I will even allow you to do a history check, but even if on a crit, you've never heard of Thog before.
Alright.
This is definitely not your troglodyte.
like-
Yeah, this is definitely not a troglodyte or a draconic type of god. This is
On this
a name
mural-
that you've never heard of before. Sure.
The mural that has the large being or whatever, the
Mhm.
large thing that's got the aura around it. I'm
Mhm.
going to ask him what that represents.
Ah, yes, yes. That is our god. That is Thog. Skra Thog. He is the maker.
Oh, it is a big of now?
What?
Specifically, that thing he's being out to be the god.
Yeah, it's like a tall. It looks like a. I want to say it looks like a sort of like a big crystal, not like the Spire type of crystal, but this is like a green hexagonal. You can see that it has multiple sides to it, nice even sides.
Right.
You know, you can see 3 sides, so you're thinking that this is probably represented a hexagon, and you can see that there's all kinds of tribute piled around this huge, device, this huge object.
What color was it, did you say?
A very dark green.
Okay. And with the red glow.
There's no red glow. It's just
But
sort of
it's
like
distinctly
an
different
aura.
than the Spire.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, the Spire is like a fluorescent green. This is a very dark
Okay.
green.
Yes, yes. Yes, that is our god. That is Thog.
Does Thog have anything to do with this Spire that we're in?
The Spire, no. But I think he could be possibly attracted by the power of the Spire, but actually I would think it, now that I think about it, it would probably be the other way around, because Thog is the creator. So he probably created the Spire that you see. And there is a Spire on this level. In our home, the Godhome. You can see it. Yes, I can take you to see that as well. You like it? You like the Spire?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
His name is Slaargh, right?
Slaargh, yeah, Slaagh.
Yes. Please ask Slaargh before we start our little journey. Yes.
Slaargh, I definitely want to have the tour.
Yes. You bring gifts? You
I
bring
do.
gifts? Good. Thog
Guano?
loves gifts. Guano? What is this guano that
Spoken
you
of
speak
something.
of?
No, not yet, West River Rat. Nobody's bought a boon.
What is this this guano?
Hey, you're not going to offer him some bat jerky with guano sauce?
I do not have any more. But he
Oh,
would not
we're
like
out.
it anyway.
Sorry,
I
Slaargh.
have much better gifts for Thog.
Oh, and what type of gifts do you bring? How far have you traveled to visit the Godhome? We get some visitors, but we do not get many. But whenever they all come, they all donate some type of tribute.
Slaargh,
It's so
do
yes.
you know what a mile is?
I am not too. Is this some type of? I think you call it measurement.
Yes, it's a distance.
How many frog tails is that? We go by lizard tails. We go by
How big are your
distance of.
frogs?
I said lizard tails, not frog tails.
Lizards, okay.
We were,
What are your
yeah.
lizards then?
We
that a
go by
personal question?
thousands of lizard tails for one of our units of measurement, and we count them off with our tails one at a time. So we have lots of troglodytes that just
He's
line
also
up.
underground, so I'm going to ask him if he knows what a nay is.
I do not. Maybe I can. Maybe I've heard it in the past. Please enlighten me a little bit. What is your name? You
My name is Faye.
like the grubs. You like grubs. Then you will like
Oh, I do,
you will like
yes.
the grubs from Slaargh. Oh, best grubs of all. So what is this?
Well, let's say that we traveled a long ways, and we use that term loosely, of course, and we are very excited about the tour, and particularly the grubs.
I can't wait for you to eat grubs. I will eat grubs with you, and we will celebrate and dine together.
I
I'll
will to
give,
my other friends and ask if they have any other questions.
I'll give Slaargh a bottle of cheap elven wine that I just happen to have.
Okay, so is this something that you drink?
And he
This is a drink. I'm sure you will like it.
he smashes the neck of the bottle against the wall, and it shatters, and he starts to drink it, and you can hear him, and it's running down the front of it.
Oh, this is horrible. Oh, this is ugh.
And he drops it.
This is a poison. Is this what
it's
you
very
drink?
good. It's called wine.
Oh, I've heard of this wine from elves. This is toxic. This is poison. I'm
No,
surprised
this is
you
what
don't
we drink for celebration.
die
We're
from
celebrating
drinking
our
this.
meeting you.
Oh, well, Slaargh is very happy to meet you also.
I do have another bottle if you'd like one.
Oh, no, thank you. One was enough.
Right.
Slaargh, could you elaborate on the sacrifices that are going to be made?
Yeah, and when he's explaining and talking to you, Slaargh is dressed to impress. I mean, he's in a very colorful leather garment. I'm sorry. He's using his walking stick, and he's got other trinkets and whatnot hanging off of him. So it seems like he could be some type of shaman.
Now, what were you asking again?
Could you tell me more about these sacrifices that are going to be made?
Ah, yes, the sacrifices. They're to keep our god. Dog, it is to keep him happy. To keep him happy, and for us to stay in his good graces. And we will allow you to pass through our home, and you can go deeper. Because I'm sure you are just passing through, wanting to stop by the Godhome. We have a lot of travelers. We know what people are seeking. They're looking to grant entryway to another portion of this massive cavern system.
How many travelers?
Oh, many travelers.
Lately?
Many. Not lately, no. But about, I would say, maybe several months. We had several other humans come through. I think they were humans. They could have been elves, but they made an offering, and the Godhome was pleased, and Thog was pleased, and we allowed them to pass.
Ducky Danny, thanks, man, for subbing.
What
I
offering
totally
did
appreciate
they
it.
offer?
Oh, lots of weapons and magic. Lots. They were the most generous.
Thank you very much, Ducky Danny. I appreciate it, man.
Well, Earth, I do nothing.
I'm gonna look at Vay and Kenshi and say, why don't we go ahead and start this tour? I think we've got about all the information we're gonna get here.
Sounds good. Let's go. We are ready, Slaargh, when you are.
All right, guys, I'll get that boon.
I'll look back over my shoulder and Aberdeen, are you coming?
Oh yeah, I'm coming.
Aberdeen!
As soon as I finish this, this small little tankard off, I'm on my way. So you guys are getting a boon tonight from the viewers. So you can thank Seth, Anime Freak, Leopold, and Lynx. They're getting you the boon for tonight. So you guys will get
Cool, thanks, guys.
a
Thanks,
plus
guys.
1, and I'll go ahead and take care of that now. So you guys will have the boon. Alright, taken care of. You guys will have an additional plus 1 added to all your rolls. Okay, so as Slaargh turns around, you notice this beautiful door that he is standing in front of. And he turns around to unlock the door. Well, several things about this door. It is a strange copper-colored alloy or metal, and this is some type of metal that you've never encountered before. You can tell that it has a different texture from all of the rest. You see that there are holding the door up are 2 large hinge pins that are basically part of the casting of the door, and it looks like you would have to lift the door up to take it out of the hinges that are embedded into the rock. So, but that is the door, and the door has a lot of other colorful, depictions of troglodytes and spears and hatchets and fighting and hunting. So Slaargh opens up the door.
Yes, then we shall start the tour of the Godhome. Oh, I am so excited. I am so excited. It's so good that
too.
Karg, he got the last group, but now this time, Slaargh, he gets to do the tour. I have not got to do the tour in quite some time. I'm very excited, and I hope you like it.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
As you crit him for like 300 damage right off the bat. Ah! Okay, so as he opens up the door, you can see that there is another small room that is lit with this same type of green light, and looks about the same brightness. It doesn't look like it's any dimmer, any brighter.
So, the only illumination...
Yes,
from the
yes, Vay, yes. Yes.
Alright.
No, I thought you were going to ask a question.
Oh, okay, ask him then.
Yes.
The only light in these rooms are from these green lights on the walls, correct?
Yes, yes. The god, Thog, he powers them for us.
I was going to ask.
They are magic.
So,
Yes.
nice.
Oh, Thog. He is the god in the box. He is very, very powerful, as you can see. Yes. Yes.
I can't wait to meet him.
Yes, we are very excited. Please lead on.
I got so excited about doing the trip, but to answer your question about the sacrifice, you give our god some iron metal, and it will bless you. Yes, bless you it will, and then it will send you on your way. All the good visitors, they bring the gifts from all around. And give the gifts. Then you shall pass.
Now he's starting to turn into Yoda now. Too good.